First step is going to be to use your key and remove that rear passenger seat. Now with a 5mm Allen socket, you can go ahead and remove these 2 bolts behind the seat. Next, underneath the tank shroud, you're going to find 4 bolts, 2 that are dark and then 2 that are silver. They're both the same size, so use your 4mm Allen socket and go ahead and remove all 4 of those. Next, we can remove this black plastic piece. So you're just going to lift up on the bottom there. It'll pop out of the slots. And then we're going to swiftly move back, just like that. Now there's a little push pin here. Just push that in with your 4mm Allen socket. It'll come right out. Now we can remove these 3 upper bolts here. They're all 4mm Allen sockets. And don't forget to replace that washer there that goes in that slot in the black piece. And then up front by the bars, you can remove these 2 4mm Allen socket bolts. Make sure you don't lose those washers. Then right by the headlight there in the front fairing, you're going to find a Phillips head little plastic pin. You can just spin that counterclockwise, it'll pop out, and just pull that straight out. And then underneath here, on the point, there's going to be another push pin. So just go ahead and remove that with the 4mm Allen socket. On both sides of the bike, you're going to find a 4mm bolt here. Just go ahead and pull that out. Now we can pull the sides off. There's just 2 little grommets that these pins stick into. I'll show you here. Got one up front that goes into that one, and one behind that goes right there. And then up front, you're going to find 2 5mm Allen socket bolts, 1 on each side. Just go ahead and remove those. Underneath the tank, again, 2 5mm Allen socket bolts. Do that to both sides. Then in front of the tank, there's a 12mm socket bolt. So go ahead and remove that long bolt. Then on the tank, you're going to find 2 vent lines. Just remove the clips and then gently pull the lines off. Now there's a little electrical plug here. Just go ahead and unplug that from the front of the tank. And you can lift the tank and move it to the slide. And we can remove this electrical plug underneath that operates the fuel pump. And then this little clip, just push that red up, and then both sides there's little crimps, so you just clamp those together and pull at the same time and come right off. And it does not matter if you have fuel in the tank or not, it will not leak. Go ahead and reinstall the electrical plug underneath the tank, and then again to install the fuel line, you're just going to make sure that red clip is pushed up, push it on with squeezing both ends of the plug, and then go ahead and lock it on with the red clip. Now we can reinstall the vent lines underneath the tank. Go ahead and reinstall the plug on the front of the tank. Make sure that clips in good. And reinstall your 5mm Allen socket bolts to the back of the tank. Do this to both sides. And then up front, you'll find that 12mm bolt. Just put that back in. Just get it nice and snug. Go ahead and reinstall the front plastic piece here. Make sure that rubber seal up around the gas cover or the cap seals good. Go ahead and reinstall your 5mm Allen socket bolts in the front here. Up top, can go ahead and reinstall these 4mm Allen socket bolts, making sure that the washers are on there. Reinstall the sides now. Just pay attention to the grommets and just push them in. Make sure you hear a good click. Do this to both sides. Now I can reinstall the 4mm Allen socket bolts to both sides of the bike as well. You can reinstall these two upper 4mm Allen socket bolts on either side of the plastics. Go ahead and reinstall your push pin here in the center. You can reinstall the black plastic piece, just push it up and then push it down. Go ahead and reinstall the 4mm Allen socket bolts to the black on either side, the two silver on the center piece there. Then we can go and reinstall the push pin underneath the front point there. And then up front, we can reinstall the Phillips head push pin. Reinstall the seat. Use your 5mm Allen socket. Go ahead and torque those down again. And then we can reinstall the passenger seat, and we are complete. And if you like this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like button, and comment down below if you guys have any questions. I'd be happy to answer them. Otherwise, see you guys in the next video.